A friend brought me this propeller, a great propeller, but the rubber damper is worn out. And something needs to be done with it. Well, I have another propeller which is broken, but the rubber inside still looks quite good at first glance. I'll try to pull it out. How to pull it out? With this 6-ton Chinese press. Put the propeller on the base, take this homemade pusher, and try to push it out. It pushes very hard. The 6-ton press can't push it. Switching to 20 tons. And 20 tons jack tries to press with quite a lot of force. It goes very hard and something happened. What happened is that the edge of the propeller broke off. Good thing this propeller was already broken, so trying to push again. Still won't move. The edge of the propeller crushed. I cut it with an angle grinder. Trying to lubricate with soap, hoping it will go easier. But what happened now? It exploded. The inner metal part of the propeller exploded. And I realized that pushing the rubber out this way is not that simple. So with the angle grinder I cut off the crushed part and tried to open the exploded hub. It moves a bit. Then I cut off the remaining part, and you can see how much aluminum has oxidized inside. Because of that, it doesn't come out. Well, I remove it from its place. Here is how much oxide powder, and now looking at it, it doesn't look good, and seems like I'm trying to polish a turd. But since I have nothing else, it will be a practice. I remove the old rubber from this propeller, which is worn out. It comes out easily. This old homemade rubber that didn't work in the previous experiment. And here it pushed out. It looks like it was placed when new. The inside is almost clean, but needs more cleaning. I use a steel brush, but that brush is not a good size. Then I find such a sanding paper drum. I remove the propeller from the engine to see in which direction to install the hub. Here the hub which was removed. I don't know, it looks terrible. And I have made such tools to press the propeller hub. Here is the base for the propeller, so I don't break it when pushing down, so it rests on the right place. Then this conical part, a conical funnel guide, so the rubber hub goes in easier, and the pusher. I will push it in with the pusher. The hub goes this way. It looks terrible. I don't know if it will work. And the pusher. But since I'm afraid I might push out the bronze part from the rubber, I also put such a plywood piece to push both the rubber and the bronze part. And put it under the press. But with the big 20-ton jack, it doesn't fit. It's too low here, so we go back to the 6-ton jack. Put it in place, barely fits, but fits. Well, and prepare the lubricant, ethyl alcohol mixed in half with hand washing soap. Make such a solution, a liquid lubricant. Here it is, liquid and nice. The rubber hub needs to be warmed in hot water for about 10 minutes to soften. And during that time, I lubricate the inner part of the propeller and the inner part of that funnel guide. I assembling everything prepared to press, put on the guide, and by that time the rubber has warmed up. But it looks terrible. I don't know if it will work. Check again which direction to press the hub. The splices must be to one side, like this way. I lubricate the hub with a lubricant. Check again which side it goes in. Press by hand as deep as possible. Put the plywood piece, the plywood washer, inside the pusher, and here it is ready to press. When everything clean, lubricated, presses very easily, goes in deep. It went even with the guide, deeper it won't go. Then I remove the plywood, I push it with the socket carefully, afraid not to push out the bronze part. So I push the rubber. Now remove the socket, see how it went. Need a little more. Well, now I have to push the bronze part. A little scary. But since this is still an experiment, I continue. And it goes very easily until it rests. Press until it rests. Here it rests. Remove all auxiliary parts. Looks like the pusher is stuck inside. Try to push out with the press, but it turns out it held very little. Well, and here is the rubber in its place. Looks terrible. Little hope it will work. Here is my current propeller that I use. It is 14 inches pitch, 18 and 3/8 inches diameter. And this one is 12 inches pitch, a lighter propeller, 11 and 5/8 inches diameter. Well, I will have to try how it works. Here are both propellers waiting for the test, and here is the old one. So, testing. And what could I say? That stiff, rotten and cracked rubber holds. It works. Woohoo! I don't know for how long, but at this moment it works perfectly.